Welcome to Galaxy Bound Podcast. We're talking about Maul Shadow Lord, episode 3 and 4, and we are missing a group member today. Ben ended up being too busy to join us. He's out of town.
Yeah.
And he was going to join us through a video call. Got too busy to even do that, so he could give us his thoughts on these episodes next week.
Yeah.
In addition to the next two episodes. So not that big of a deal, but this might be a quicker one just because we only have two of us to give our thoughts. So overall thoughts on we'll start with episode 3.
I think it was the better of the two, in my opinion, because we learned more stuff. I think I like learning more things, just naturally. But I think it started off nice with they didn't have any intel. It's kind of just all over the place. So Lawson was going to his son's lacrosse game or whatever.
Yeah, basically lacrosse.
And then
I think we have a name for that sport now.
Oh, sweet.
It was in the comic, the prequel comic to this show, apparently. I saw that. I don't remember what it's called, but not important.
But then things turned sideways quickly after that.
I said it when we were watching, like a classic cop trope is like too busy focusing on your job and you constantly get called away because you're always on call. And you're always on call and like feel like you need to be because you're a cop and you're doing good things, but also you have a family back home that you're like not giving enough attention to, and you're missing baseball games or lacrosse games. And then the kid always is glad that they're there at first, and then they get called away, and then they look into the stands and they're not there, and then they get sad. It's a very played out trope, but it is very, we've never seen it in Star Wars.
No.
So that there's that, but it's also a very common thing that happens, not just to cops, but
yes,
to a lot of people. So it's not like it's not appreciated when it comes around because it's relatable.
Very relatable. But on the opposite end of that, the whole reason why he gets called away is Maul is trying to go after the Pikes. In different ways. So that was kind of exciting to see. We saw step 1 of, I guess, putting the blame on Vario, or I forget who now, but they're in the shipping yards, I guess.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what happens in episode 1 compared to episode 2. Or episode 3 compared to episode 4.
Yeah, so he sends 2 boots to go to the shipyards or whatever.
Right, with some other random cop.
Yeah, while he goes to the game.
Yeah.
And
that's where we see the Pikes hassle someone.
Yeah. I don't remember who that was.
No, I don't think they ever said who it was, but they said something about Vario being to blame.
I think, yeah.
So then that's when Maul's crew has Vario call the Pike leader, and then that's when they say he says that it was a couple of his rogue lieutenants.
Yes.
That worked for the other guy, Demas.
Yes.
It's all very confusing. With all the different syndicates and stuff.
Yeah. Well, ultimately, that call ends near the end of the episode. But
yeah. But the other stuff,
at
more
the same time
stuff, yeah.
We pick up right where we left off from the last episode.
Yeah, maybe we should have started with that.
Well, it kind of all happens at the same time.
Yeah, but
of Devin escaping her little containment cell.
Yeah.
And having tea with Maul.
Yeah, basically, which I wasn't really expecting her to just basically escape, but then she runs into the crew members, and then they're just right this way.
Yeah.
And then, she has tea with Maul.
Interesting scene.
Which, I think that was in the trailer.
It was, yeah.
So we expected that to happen, but it is a funny concept of having tea with Maul.
Yeah, but the way it happens was weird too. Just like, yeah, right this way.
Yeah, but it was very Sith-like, the whole conversation. Like,
Yeah.
Maul isn't a Sith, but he is a Sith at heart.
Oh, yeah.
And all of his teachings and everything come from the Sith, obviously, but just the way he presents everything is very classic, like Sith stuff, which is very cool to see. It's always cool to see Sith stuff.
At first, he's Mr. Nice Guy.
Yeah, that line that he said, where he's like, you know what I'm capable of, and do you want me to be that person? Because I am very willing to be that person, or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And then that's when she's like, okay. Basically being like, I can be the bad guy if you really want me to.
Yeah.
But I'm being nice right now. Because he was like asking about her injury, and
Yeah, like,
he's being really nice to her.
and all he wanted to know was her name.
Mm-hmm.
That's all he asked.
Which she never gave it.
No.
Which is important.
Yeah.
For the later part of the episode.
And for her whole, like, identity on the planet of, like, staying, I don't know, in the shadows, secretive, as a Jedi.
Yeah, I understand why she's not saying her name. Yeah, that whole thing where she's trying to escape, but she's also, they end up, like, fighting a little bit.
Yeah.
And,
well, he kind of does, like, that scene of her in the dark and everything with the lightsaber.
Yeah.
So she takes his lightsaber.
Yeah.
And, like, as a defensive mechanism.
Oh, is that the end of... That was the end. Right? Or no?
Yeah, that's the end of this episode.
The end of the episode was the crazy thing that we found, that you found, that you read.
Yes. I guess, yeah, they do fight at the end.
Yeah.
But before that, the scene of her in the dark trying to find an escape route.
Yeah, while he's talking.
While he's telling her lies in her ear, basically.
Yeah, and like manifesting himself.
Planting seeds.
Yeah.
Basically.
That was really cool.
It reminded me...
Also very Sith-like.
Yeah, it reminded me of... Back to Spider-Man this week. Of the Mysterio...
yeah.
second movie of Tom Holland's Spider-Man, where Mysterio's like trapping Spider-Man in the like mirrors and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and it's dark, and
yeah,
it reminded me of that sort of.
Yeah,
and he's talking the whole time. And
yeah, that is
Yeah.
very Mysterio. I can't even think of what you're talking about because I've only seen that movie once.
really,
But that concept is for Mysterio. It happens in like every time
Yeah.
he's shown up.
yeah,
So when you say that, I think of Spider-Man 2, the game.
yeah, happened in there too. Different way, but yeah,
Yeah.
so like Spider-Man has to use his Spidey senses to escape and defeat him.
Right.
So he can't use his eyes now because they're not showing him the reality.
Right.
So he has to use his Spidey senses, which is
Yeah.
very... If you turn that into Star Wars, she basically has to use the Force to guide her out
Yeah.
and block them all from her ears, basically.
Yeah.
I don't know if she actually does that, but that's what I would have done if I was a Jedi.
Or if you were Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think she did. They didn't really focus on that part of it, but
yeah. So she finds an escape route by climbing up.
yeah.
Gets all the way up, finds perfect entrance to, or exit, I guess. Starts to walk out.
And then you see the shadow.
The shadow again.
The perfect shadow.
Of Maul's pokey head.
That silhouette. Yeah, and then he's like, did you really think I was going to let you escape? And then that's when they fight a little bit. And
He fights one-handed.
yeah, the whole time, which is very much like Vader,
Yes.
Luke.
Yes, and then I noticed in the subtitles of the episode.
Yeah, this is why you should always watch with subtitles, because they give away details that are important.
Yeah, so we talked about him just wanting to know her name,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of, I don't know, I thought it was kind of weird.
Yeah.
But he's being all proper and everything. So she still had his lightsaber, and they were fighting with both of his lightsabers. And then, like, Sith language starts, like...
Yeah, it's like that whisper talking that we've always heard when Maul shows up anywhere. Like, it started in The Phantom Menace when we first... when we first see him. Every time we see him show up, we hear the... Da, 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 or whatever.
Yeah. So
that happened, and then the subtitles said...
Maul's lightsaber, like, whispers alien language, which obviously would be the Sith language that we always hear.
Which, in this context, in this scene, is when suddenly he knows her name.
Yeah, so he, like, force pulls the lightsaber back, and then he's like, has all this new light. It's like a light bulb, basically, moment, and he goes...
Well, I don't think it's because he touched the lightsaber.
No, but it was definitely telling him.
Yeah, after it spoke, I guess.
Yeah. And then he just knows her name.
Yeah. So, that's crazy, because I think everyone has always just assumed that was just part of, which it definitely was before, part of, like, the soundtrack.
Mm-hmm. Like his theme.
Yeah, it's just like part of his thing. Like, they even use it in the Old Republic all the time.
Yeah.
And, like, the creepy, like, Korriban has it in different places.
Yeah.
Which I think was always the case, but this new bit of lore, I guess, maybe it's his lightsaber crystal.
Something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be, like, the lightsaber itself.
No, but it'd be, the crystal has a bond with its owner.
Yeah, we know lightsaber crystals are, like, force imbued.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're basically, like, living things. But for them to speak through the force is new.
I like it.
That is interesting.
It kind of reminds me of the holiday special. The Lego holiday special.
Oh, like,
sorry,
wait a minute. We don't speak of that.
Not that crap. No, the Lego holiday special, the Halloween one, when Vader's
Terrifying Tales.
Yes, Vader's assistant on Mustafar's telling all the tales of past Sith, and then he talks about that lightsaber.
I don't remember. I haven't seen it since it
I
came
think
out.
that lightsaber makes people go crazy.
Oh, I see.
So it kind of reminded me of that, where, like,
Yeah.
the crystal talks to Maul.
Yeah.
And they have, like, this connection. Sort of like that lightsaber.
Where did he get that lightsaber?
It's, who, Maul?
Yeah.
Or the one at Vader's castle?
No, Maul. Like, we know, like, one side of it is just the one that he's always had.
Yeah.
From, like, the Phantom Menace. But then the other half, I don't remember where that came from.
I don't know. Because eventually he gets just an Inquisitor's lightsaber in Rebels that he stole.
Was it? I thought it was the same one that he had here.
I don't think so. He has his.
He has this one. Oh, yeah, I guess it's Inquisitor. And that's the one that we see in Solo as well.
Yes.
This one that has, like, the
broken piece. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's the broken piece of the opposite end.
I see.
Where they put it on their back and everything.
Yeah, so I want to know where he got this current one.
I assume half of it is his one from episode 1.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But the other half, because it connects, he keeps like taking it apart, which is cool. So the other half, I don't know, unless it's just both parts. And he found another crystal.
Hold on. This shows a picture of it. He recovered the half after being freed from prison and reformed it into a double-bladed hilt. but lost it again after a duel with Ahsoka. The saber was recovered, and he modified it. But did he have this one in the Siege of Mandalore?
Guess so.
I feel like he did.
Sounds like
he would have had to. Inquisitors didn't exist during the Clone Wars.
So yeah.
But it doesn't say where he got this.
And this would be literally months after.
Yeah. Well, no, it's years after.
Maybe a year. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, isn't it? Didn't they say it was like 3 years after the Clone Wars? I don't know. It's 1 year. 1 year after Order 66.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it happens at the exact same time as Bad Batch.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just he built it. Like he just made it. Made that other half.
So he found another crystal.
Yes.
Or took another one and bled it to death.
Yeah, so that was the other thing I wanted to mention was that's the bit of lore behind the red crystals is you have to bleed them to make them red. Which means like basically torturing an existing crystal into the dark side. I don't know. Like how like now it interacts with like having a voice and everything.
I don't know. Unless it just always does. And his is just...
It could just be a unique thing, though. I mean, we know that everyone has a unique connection to the Force.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially now in the new canon. New canon. It's not new anymore. Since the High Republic stuff, like that goes into a lot of detail of how each Jedi interacts with the Force in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Like some see it as like a vast ocean, some see it as music. So maybe he speaks to it, or it speaks to him. And maybe that's just since he, because we see how crazy he is, like in the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
When he comes back to life, basically. After being cut in half, he like goes crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe that's when that started, as he started hearing voices. I want to go back and watch that scene. I wonder if that voice is in that.
In the Clone Wars?
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, I wouldn't put it past it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think they intended for this to be a thing until just now, but that would be interesting. I mean, we know it. They use that voice in most places he shows up, so.
And I just feel like that's a Sam Witwer thing.
You're probably right.
Most things are.
You're probably right.
For this character.
Yeah. He probably has so much creative control over Maul now.
Oh, yeah. Which I'm fine with because
he knows what he's doing.
Yeah. If there's anyone I trust with it.
Yeah.
It's him.
Yeah. It's so interesting, though. Like, I wonder if they're going to go into that at all. Or if they're just going to leave that as it is and just kind of... Because it isn't that important.
No, but it's weird that it shows up in the way that it does, unannounced.
It's a very Night Sister sounding voice. But it does say Ancient Sith, doesn't it?
No, it says Alien.
Alien? Okay. For some reason I thought it said Sith.
No, it said Alien.
Well, yeah, in that case. Like it
could be anything.
Because you hear like similar whispering voices with the Night Sisters.
But this one does sound very more on the Sith side of things.
It does, yeah.
And not...
But it really could be both.
It could, yeah.
Well, not both, but...
If it was Night Sister, that's an interesting thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's where he's from.
I know, but like that just makes it more complex.
Yeah. It would be a good way to tie his origin into this whole thing.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But like I was saying, for them to maybe dive deeper into it later in the show, or even season 2.
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine if they don't ever address it. It's just like a bit of like an Easter egg that they just dropped in there. But
yeah, because it's in
the subtitles.
Like,
most people aren't gonna notice.
No. Like, I'm gonna talk to my coworker tomorrow, and he's gonna be like, no idea.
No way. Yeah.
So,
I mean, I guarantee Star Wars Explained has.
He's already got a video on it.
I hope so.
Coming out tomorrow.
I want to hear what he has to say about it, because he's gonna know. Like, maybe this has been mentioned before, and we just don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's cool though.
Yeah, I like that a lot. So episode 4.
Episode 4. Yeah. Forget where it starts.
A lot happens. So she escaped at the end of episode 3.
He basically lets her walk out.
Yeah, he let her go, knowing that she would go back to her master.
Mm-hmm.
So she goes back to the master, and then they have like a little like powwow. That might be an offensive term right now. That's probably not a politically correct term anymore.
They hug, and then they discuss what happened with her.
Yeah, and then he takes out the lightsabers.
Yeah.
And she's like, you had them this whole time? Actually, I didn't listen to what she said. I was distracted by the cat.
No, they didn't talk about them.
Oh, I thought she mentioned something about it.
No. She was more like, we need to fight or defend the planet from Maul and give him justice, or serve him justice, or whatever. And he's like, he's too powerful, we can't do anything, blah, blah. She kind of goes, whatever, type of thing. And then he pulls out the lightsabers, gives her hers, and he puts his on his belt and everything. And then she's like, what about the like local police force? And he's like,
they're here. Is that when he said that?
No.
Oh.
He goes, I'm familiar with Lawson. Or she mentioned Lawson. He's like, I'm familiar.
I see.
So then he sends the meeting point where Maul is to him under the name of Uncle Docky or whatever. And the guy goes, I didn't know you had an uncle.
That's right. Okay. That's when I started paying attention again.
So then, so then everybody,
uncle?
The entire police force goes to that place.
Yeah, he's like now's our chance. Mm-hmm. If we don't do it now, then we might as well just call in the Empire. And then she said go, and then that's when Two Boots is like, okay, well, if we know where Maul is, now it's time to call in the Empire. Now it's time to call in the Empire. He just starts walking to the room.
Yeah, literally like that.
Yeah, with his 2 boots. Which that's the thing I wanted to mention. We actually see his 2 boots.
Yes.
Which I didn't even recognize that's why he is named. Like, I don't think we ever saw his boots in the first episodes.
But they clearly show him in this one. Or it's in episode 3.
Yeah, it's episode 3. He just like gets out, he just like starts walking or something, and it's just like close up on his boots. Those are some nice boots.
Yes, and he's the only one with them.
That's such a weird quirk.
Yes.
So yeah, they go into the little room, and he starts calling for the Empire.
Yep.
And Lawson shuts him down. And I knew that was probably going to happen. I was expecting that.
I was not expecting it to happen like that, honestly, because I figured the Empire would be called, I don't know, in a different way. Like, not by the police force. Somehow.
Oh.
Even though Two Boots was really wanting to call them in because he knows that they can't handle it. But I'm like, there's no way that he would do that.
I don't know who else would have done it, though.
I don't know either, but...
Because everyone else involved on that planet doesn't want them there either.
Yeah.
My first thought was like, oh, like maybe the Pikes would do it, but they don't. They definitely don't want them there.
Or...
Unless they were like leaving, like their operations, like taking their operations off of the planet completely, and like, well, we're gonna call the Empire on our way out.
Yeah.
That would be dirty.
That would be dirty.
But that would be an option.
Yeah. Barrio maybe, but he's kind of assisting Maul under gunpoint.
Yeah, I would say that. I mean, his operations seem to be just in that system.
Oh yeah,
so he can't. There's nowhere for him to go anyways. So no. I think he would be like the last on the list to do that. So yeah, I figured it was always going to be Two Boots that did it. I just didn't know when in the story it would happen.
Mm-hmm.
But it makes sense that it happened now.
In the way it happened, it makes sense that way.
Yeah. So he shuts them down, so he doesn't call them in at that point. But then they go.
No, it felt like the call went through. Maybe not made contact, but the stress signal was definitely...
No, I think it was implied that he didn't go through. Like, he had it called up, but then there was, like, a big square. As in, like, you gotta click that to call.
Okay.
Otherwise, he would have been freaking out, probably.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think that whole scene, like, the whole point of that scene was to show that. Otherwise, why shut him down if he's already called him?
True.
It wouldn't just be out of... like frustration, like, well, you're getting shut down then. Just snap his neck. Yeah, I think he didn't get it through, but obviously he did eventually at the end. But yeah, so then they go to the location, and Vario was like, he's got a message for you.
Yeah.
Which I kind of expected that to happen too, where Maul tries to make a deal.
Yeah.
Because he knows that no one wants the Empire there.
Yeah. It was very clever the way that scene was handled.
Yeah.
But I figured that Maul would be trying to get off planet at the time of, like, so he's calling in but also leaving.
Yeah,
but that wasn't the case.
I mean, that would probably have been smarter.
Yeah,
to not stay there anymore with how much noise they've already made.
But he also figured that Lawson didn't call in the Empire. He said that in his little thing. Which is probably, which makes sense why he was still there. But
yeah,
he also was overconfident.
Yeah. We also forgot to mention the scene where Maul's crew goes to the Pikes.
That happened at the very beginning of this fourth episode. Yes.
Yeah, we forgot
that's
to mention
how it started.
Yeah, so that's kind of important because it was cool because it started with a fake Maul. One of the other Zabraks was disguised as Maul with the hood and everything, which kind of tricked me at first, but then I was like, oh, I get it now.
Yeah. It was a cool plan.
It was I liked that. Like Vario, because they made it seem like Vario was like genuinely considering like shooting somebody.
Yeah.
With his little blaster, his little pea shooter. Yeah. He's like contemplating it. But yeah, that was clever. So then they go in, the Pikes see that it's not Maul, and then Maul comes in, slaughters almost all of them.
Yes.
But that's that shot where he's got his lightsaber the pike guy has the lightsaber in his hand.
Yeah.
And Maul's like, oh, turns it on and just just cuts him in half, basically.
And then pulls it back with the Force. Yeah, that was cool.
That was awesome.
I mean, yeah, it was like immediate action with this episode. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a really cool scene. So that was him basically
taking over the pikes.
Yeah.
Within seconds of the episode.
He puts the other guy in charge who surrendered and is like, you answer to me now.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
So now he's in control of 3 syndicates.
Yeah.
Just like that.
In 4 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least I guess it would be, I guess it's presumed that he was the like top pike leader.
I assume because it's the same pikes that he was allied with.
Right. Yeah, he said
Mandalore.
that he tried to kill him.
So I assume it's the big dog.
I thought they had a council or something, didn't they?
I don't know.
So it could just be like the pikes in a certain sector of the galaxy or something, maybe. But maybe it is the leader.
Leader of the leaders.
Leader of the leaders. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. But, yeah. Maul is in control of them now.
Allegedly. Yeah, so going back to later in the episode, that whole scene was just chaos, basically.
Yeah.
Where, well, it popped off because he's like, you're an honorable man. Die well.
Yes.
That was great.
So good.
That whole conversation was great. I mean, Maul clearly like respected him.
Oh yeah.
Which I really liked that exchange. Like it's almost like they respect each other.
Yeah. And ultimately I feel like Maul was like, I knew you were gonna say that, so here's my answer for that.
Die.
Yeah. But he's like,
I don't know. I feel like it could have been 50-50.
Yeah.
Because I think it's implied that Lawson isn't on the up and up all the way, you know?
Yeah.
And I think Maul probably knows that, so especially if he doesn't want the Empire there, I feel like that there was a good chance that he would have taken the deal.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah, good exchange, good lines.
Yeah,
really
Die
good
well
lines.
is a good Maul line for sure. So yeah, then everything just pops off, and it's just a big battle of his crew against the little squadron of, not even a squadron, like a little squad.
Yeah, there's like 10 of them.
Yeah.
And Lawson walks in as if he had like a lot of guys.
Yeah, it was like, you'll be outnumbered or something, and he's like, are you sure about that? Like
7 Mandalorians this way,
Yeah.
7 this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then the other exciting part about that was then the Jedi come in.
Yeah, they were hiding in the rafters watching the whole thing happen.
Yeah.
And then they found Maul.
Yeah. So then they start fighting.
Yes.
Because Maul is like, well, I was hoping you'd bring your master.
Yeah.
And then the whole fight was really good. A really good fight.
Yes. Yeah.
But I did find it interesting that at the end, I mean, he does try to kill the master. She saves him. Because he, like, fell really hard, I guess.
On his back.
Yeah. And he's old, so
yeah.
That probably wasn't good. But then Maul just lets them go. Again. Like, clearly on purpose. Not just because things were going bad for the other guys and everything with reinforcements coming in, but it seemed like he like let them go on purpose.
The line that he says to them, I don't know the exact words, so I'm going to paraphrase it, but he basically says, oh, how lucky your master is that you are here. Basically.
Yeah.
Basically feeding
But,
another seed into her mind that, like, she's powerful and, like...
Yeah, she has more power than he does because he knows that she's willing to question things.
Yeah. Like, yeah, whenever he speaks, you can just see her, like, face. Like,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was giving that whole speech before they even fought, where he's basically just saying, the Jedi are gone because you refused to learn from your mistakes, and now you're barely surviving. You're surviving but not living.
mm-hmm.
And begging for scraps and when you could use your power for so much more, then obviously he's like, no, I believe that's your delusion.
Yeah.
Or something like that. And then you could see her just like
really thinking about it.
Yeah, she's mulling it over, which was expected and what he was wanting. And I think his ultimate goal is well, I don't know, because he wanted the master to be there.
Yeah.
But I don't think he wants the master at all.
No,
I think he does want to kill the master, but he wants to use the contrast and to show that the master is going to be more and more stubborn in his ways. And ultimately lose.
Either lose or eventually she'll turn against him with Maul. Then her final test will be to kill him. Something like that. Maybe. I could see that happening.
It'll be deeper than that.
Well, yes, but
I said my prediction last week, and I still think that's going to happen.
I forget what you said.
I said I think that the master's going to get in the way of something. Yes. Which my original thing was like, she's going to go with Maul, and then the master's going to keep trying to come after her, and she's going to keep trying to keep him away. Like, she doesn't want to kill him.
Right.
She doesn't want him involved at all. But he's going to keep getting in the way, and he's going to die, not by her hand, but by something else. Maybe by Maul or something else. While he's, like, trying to save her or someone else. But then she gets really upset because he died. And it's her fault because he's been going after her, but it wasn't by her hand necessarily. That would be a cool arc. But for what you were saying is like, for a more Sith way of doing this, if they're wanting her to become like his apprentice and go all in on it, then yeah, it would make sense for her to kill him. Because that would just be a classic Sith thing.
Especially if they do what you said, the contrast of their interaction, and she's just watching, looking at it from both sides, because Maul keeps telling her that she needs to look at it from a new perspective. And she might be trying to look at it from both perspectives, and does eventually see that her master could be doing so much more good with more power.
Yeah.
Maul is doing good, maybe in a terrible way.
That might be, I think it might come down to, like, riches. Like, Maul is getting super rich right now because he's just stealing money from all the syndicates.
Yes.
And we started this whole show showing them poor on the streets and her struggling with that.
Her willing to steal,
yeah. So that might be one of the, like, tipping points for her of, like, you can come with us and, like, live like a queen, or stay with old man Stinky over there
in the sewers
and beg for bread. And
yeah, I could see that very likely.
But yeah, then maybe one of the situations for my prediction is they're stealing from good people, and that's why the master's trying to stop them. And that's what gets her upset or something. Or maybe, to your point, they're stealing from bad people. So what they're doing is good.
Right.
Kind of like a Robin Hood kind of thing, but that wouldn't even be Robin Hood, but whatever.
Stealing from the rich and keeping it.
Yeah. So like in her mind, it's like good from a certain point of view, but it's still wrong. So the master's still trying to stop them.
Yep.
And gets in the way.
I could see that.
Yeah, I think that would be very likely.
Yeah, just this episode had really cool interaction of dialogue between multiple parties.
Yeah.
Like,
I loved Lawson and Maul.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah.
And Maul and the Master.
Yeah.
Was good too. But yeah, then reinforcements get called. One interesting thing was they hit Maul's leg.
Yes.
I think it was the Master.
The Master and kicked him in the knee.
Yeah. So that kind of messed his knee up a little bit.
Yeah. Which, it's not a regular knee. It's a, mechanical droid knee,
Right.
So.
Yeah, so it's like short-circuiting. So then we see him kind of struggle with that when he's trying to escape.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if they're just going to like...
He just needs an oil bath.
Yeah. They could just, use that as showing like the Master did like come toe-to-toe with him a little bit.
Mm-hmm. A little bit.
Or they could not, like, I'm talking they as in the writers, like, not even address it and just imply that he'll get it fixed and then it's whatever. Or it could be like an ongoing thing where he doesn't ever get it fixed and then
he just doesn't have time, because our next point, the Empire.
Well, yeah. Well, I was thinking like, because eventually we know he starts to use a cane like in Rebels, so I don't know if like maybe that was to explain that, because I think maybe the cane was maybe just a not real thing.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't really use it after he kind of reveals himself.
Yeah.
With Ezra. Old man Maul. He's not even that old. I mean, he's not old enough for a cane.
No.
He's probably in his early 50s, late 40s.
Yeah. How long do Zabraks live?
I don't know. He's the only one in canon that would be old that we know of.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there was 2 in the prequels.
The
They're not Dathomirian, though. Maybe they live longer.
And he's been resurrected.
Yeah, he can live forever.
Twice. One by magic. I guess he's been rebuilt. Once by the Night Sisters. He wasn't really dead, but he was rebuilt.
That was just when he like got new legs.
Yeah.
Basically. How long do Zabraks live? Not the first one to search that.
51 years.
80 to 100.
So, like humans.
Yeah.
So yeah, he wasn't really that old.
Dathomirian Zabrak, especially those strong in the Force, may live up to 250 years.
Young blood.
This is the AI overview, though. Yeah. And that's probably going by legends. The source is Reddit, so
yeah,
who knows? Someone probably just made that up.
But still,
as if everything else isn't made up.
True.
So end of the episode, Two Boots shows up with the reinforcements. They apologize. They make up, which was nice to see.
Mm-hmm.
But he says, I apologize for shutting you down. And Two Boots is like, I forgive you, which was nice. Then he's like, I also apologize. And he's like, for what?
I hope you can forgive me too.
Yeah, that's what he said. And all their alarms go off, which I think is so funny. That's what happens when the Empire gets called. The entire planet gets an alert.
Yeah.
Like, the bad guys are here.
Yeah.
Hide your children, hide your wives.
Getting invaded, basically. All you see is the Super Star Destroyer just...
Yep.
Not land, but...
They don't play the, like, traditional Imperial March, but it was like a kind of like a little rendition of it, which was kind of cool.
Yeah. There's just one.
Just one Star Destroyer so far.
Yeah.
Though that we saw.
I mentioned, like... I figured it would be, like, one of the little light cruisers. Kind of like Moff Gideon's.
Yeah.
Just little, being, like...
Little tiny
maybe,
ones.
like, 2 of them. But... No, it's the full thing.
Full thing, yeah. That's what they did on Jeddah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So...
Makes sense.
But that's just a tiny little outpost. This is like the whole planet, so I'm sure they'll have more.
Yeah, but they were doing...
It was an occupation.
That's true, yeah.
But that was just like a little city.
Yeah, we were like... Once they figure out that it's Maul on the planet, there's 3 or 4 more.
I'm sure that was part of the call.
You think so?
I would think. I don't think they would have hurried out there that fast if they didn't know. So I'm sure...
Yeah, that's probably true.
I'm sure the first one has the Inquisitors on it.
Yeah.
And then later they'll just bring in more reinforcements to occupy the whole city.
Yeah.
Or maybe not. I don't know. That's just what they're worried is going to happen. That doesn't mean that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean...
They're there for Maul first.
Yeah.
Not to occupy the planet yet. That involves a little more logistics.
True. So we know of the Inquisitors that show up.
Yeah. From the trailer.
Yeah. Which is...
I don't remember their numbers. I can't keep them all straight.
But it's Marok and...
the bird guy.
Yes. Bird guy. Fifth brother or whatever. No.
I think the fifth brother is in this.
It's the bigger one.
As
right?
well, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's... I think it's just a cameo. Because we know where he ends up.
Yeah. He's in Rebels.
Rebels and Kenobi.
Right.
Looks nothing like him. But that's supposed to be him.
Yeah, so I think the next 2 episodes, Maul's going to be fighting Inquisitors.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's where we'll see that. Which means that's probably the rest of the trailer. The trailers.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
We'll have seen everything from that.
Might be one scene that we're missing that we can't think of, but yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Which is good, because, I mean, that's like the halfway point. There's 10 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So, a little over half.
It's getting good.
I mean, it started good. It's a really good show so far.
It just keeps getting better.
Yeah.
There's really not been any filler.
No, I didn't think there would be.
Which is good.
I knew with the premise of the show.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a Adventure of the Week show.
Yeah. Which is good.
Yeah. Not that there's anything bad about that necessarily, but it does feel like some of them are filler. Like, the Bad Batch had a couple that were like that. And obviously the Clone Wars was notorious for that.
Yeah. But this one, it's like, there's a big story.
Yeah, it's just a long movie.
Yeah.
Basically. Which I always love the most.
What else do you think could happen in the next episode?
I don't know.
Because the Master does not look very well at the end of this.
Yeah. Yeah, and the Inquisitors aren't even going to be there for them.
No.
But they could get involved somehow.
That could be where they die, where he dies.
Yeah.
And then, and then you have an actual common enemy between Maul and Devin.
Mm-hmm. That's when they team up.
And they team up. And then it's just like,
It just kind of snowballs from there.
yeah. I could see that happening.
Yeah, I could see that. That's very likely. Because then she just wants revenge because he died. But it wasn't Maul's fault.
But he's going to feed it all day long.
Yep. Yep. I wonder if he'll have something to do with...
That would be crazy.
To do with it, but she just won't know. Like, maybe they come in contact... Maybe the Inquisitors find him, and then he either talks to them and is like, hey, there's Jedi over there, or he just happens to have some way to, like, direct their attention to them.
Yeah, because what would be priority? Maul or Jedi to the Inquisitors?
Well, probably the Jedi, but
that's not.
I don't think it's going to be quite that like look, Jedi, and then just runs away. I think he's going to be a little more creative about it than that.
Yeah.
So it's not like I don't think they'll have to choose between the two. They'll just be like, oh well, Maul's not here, but there's some Jedi. Let's get them. I think it'll be something more like that.
Yeah.
But like all by Maul's hand, like he uses it to his advantage.
Yeah,
like he always does.
Mm-hmm. That's the fun part about the show, is seeing how many different ways that he can be creatively like manipulative.
Yeah,
kind of weird to say it that way, but like that's what he's doing.
Yeah, which is very Sith-like, very Palpatine-like too. I mean, that's who he learned it from.
Yeah. Manipulating people, manipulating
the system.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I guess we'll just wait to see what Ben thinks next week.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll love these episodes.
Love them, yeah. He'll love them. 100%. He'll think they're the best ones.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll wait to hear his thoughts, and then we'll be back next week with the next 2 episodes. So until then, so long.
You are listening to Galaxy Bound Podcast. We do monthly episodes talking about all things Star Wars. We'd greatly appreciate it if you'd like and subscribe or follow us on whatever platform you are watching or listening from. It helps us grow and reach more people. You can follow us on social media on basically every platform out there at Galaxy Bound TV, or check us out at our website at galaxybound.tv for links to them all. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.